Hi everyone, my name is Lori, my nickname is Reenie, and this is Reenie Bobini Creations. If it's the first time you've stopped by to check out my channel, I'd like to offer you a very warm welcome, and for my subscribers, I'm so glad you're back. So for today's craft, we are going to make a bouquet with no florals, and this is what we're going to work on today, and everything here came from the dollar store or the Dollar Tree with the exception of the vase I'm using. So let me stop yakking and let's get on with the crafting. So for today's craft, I did not actually show you the beginning of it because I wasn't sure if it was going to work. So I picked this up at the Dollar Tree, I want to say even last year maybe, and I really liked it, but I wasn't sure what to do with it, so I've been hanging on to it and thinking, and then it kind of came to me. It's kind of a whole collage of different Christmas Pinterest inspired things to come to one thing. So all I did, I actually looked for a wooden box first. If you can find one, that would probably be ideal. I couldn't find one the right size and they didn't have all their stuff out yet, but I needed to get this done. So I dug in my own stash and found this it's actually from a flower arrangement that I received at one point. So it just happened to be the right size for me. So whatever you find, and I'm using like not real flowers, so there's no water, so you could even go ahead and use cardboard, but what I wasn't sure about was gluing it, so I used some Gorilla Glue and it is on there. So I wouldn't bang it around a whole lot, but it is really on there, so I was pleased with that. So what I'm going to do, I should have probably done it first, I'm just going to take some white chalk paint. I've just got this one, whatever chalk paint you have, and give it a coat of paint. You can, of course, if you wanted to block that off and use spray paint, you could do that as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and use the chalk paint to give it just a whole coat of white paint. So nothing fancy, but you wouldn't want to use an acrylic on this. The surface is way too shiny and it will just peel off. It won't stay on very well. What I have done in cases where maybe I didn't have chalk paint or whatever, you can Mod Podge on tissue paper and then give that a paint, and that works very well as well. Because I do have the chalk paint, I'm just going to give it a good couple of coats and get it good and covered before we move on to the next bit. So we're all painted, everything's ready to go to make our little no flower bouquet. So anyone that's been with me for a little while knows when I'm doing a project and I have an idea for it, kind of know what I want it to look like, I go through my stash. Some of the things I did specifically go get from Dollar Tree or Dollarama, and I find all the color coordinated, anything that I think would work. Now I may not use it all, but then it's here, it's handy, and I can use up, you know, some of the stuff I already had and incorporate it with the new stuff. So for this one to start, I thought these were actually so beautiful. I just love them. So I'm gonna start with those, and I do have my handy little pliers so we can get them in, and that's gonna sort of be the backing of it, I guess I could say. Like, that's what we want everything else to go against. So it's gonna be kind of, what am I trying to say? The spine of it, I guess maybe is the word. So I am gonna clip them because they are pretty long. I almost wish I would have got more of these because I'm thinking I got some other uses for them, so I may go pick up a few more. And it might take a minute because it is a pretty thick stem, but it will come off. So there we go. And you can bend these branches out a bit. There. Let me see if I can do something a little bit better with my camera though. Okay. And I'll kind of give you some better views as we go here, but just to get started. So I'm gonna do that. I got 2 of these branches. They were $2.50 each. But I really thought that would be the sort of, I just really like, I think they're sparkly and I love cedar, and we can't grow cedar in my neck of the woods. Used to where I used to live, but not here. And I just like the look of it. But as always, do what works for your style in your home. So we're just going to make that sort of the back of it, the background of it. And then we're just gonna start adding on. So I've got these holly ones, and I've got these little white picks as well. And these are all from, I think they were all from the Dollarama. Either that or the Dollar Tree, one or the other, not sure which. I'm going to do these little white ones next, and they kind of got a little bit of sparkle to them as well. I'm just going to pop those in front. And again, you can sort of bend those branches out as you see me doing here. Fan them out a bit. And put the next one in there. All right. Then I want some color. So I bought these little styrofoam balls and my skewers. And these are, being that they're styrofoam, I'm hoping they pop right through the stick without too much trouble. And they do. That's lovely. That's exactly what I wanted. And I'm just going to, I don't know, space them. I'm not going to put them right up tight to each other, but just sort of, you'll see. Just something like that. Maybe a little bit closer than that. And no particular rhyme or reason to the color scheme. I'm just randomly picking up the balls. So I got 4 or 5 of those. And then, whoops, that's the wrong way, there's one everywhere. And we can always add more if we feel like it needs it. And then I think I'm gonna put our holly in next. And I'm not gonna cut the holly because I may cut it into smaller pieces. I'm just not sure, but I kind of want to get it in there just for my, so I know what I'm working with here, I guess. I think I'll do sort of one on each side as well, just to help sort of frame it. And then we'll start with some of our colors. So we'll put some of these balls in there. Like I said, anything we do now, we can always add to it. We can adjust things. I may end up doing a couple more, but we'll work with what we got here and then we'll carry on and see. Okay, so that's sort of where we're at. Sorry, I'm having a hard time doing it and letting you see as well. So then I also have some of these little berries that I've pulled out that I'll try and incorporate, not quite sure how. I've got these beautiful snowflakes that I think I'm going to try and incorporate right now. And to do that, I'm just going to get a skewer and hot glue them to the skewer. Get the package open here. And again, a skewer. And yeah, I'm just going to put some hot glue on there. There we go. I don't think there's a right or a wrong side to these. And these ones, the sparkle on them are actually a little bit blue. So it kind of pulls the blue that we're working with, so that worked out quite nicely. I'm gonna do that again. I'll do a couple of those. And then I've got these, I'm just gonna pop this out of the way for a moment. I've got these silver pipe cleaners. And for those, what I'm hoping it works, it's an idea I have. I'm gonna take one of my skewers and I'm gonna make it like a spring. So I'm gonna wrap it around it. With the skewer, I'm thinking that might be too little. It is, let's find something bigger for that. I think I have a pencil or something around here. There we go, there's one. So yeah, I think I'm just going to take these, wrap them around my pencil. So they're like little sprigs, like those springs. And then I will probably put them on a skewer to stick them in because I don't think they'll be tough enough. I'm gonna do, I don't know how many of these, I'll do a bunch of these. I'm just gonna leave a little tail so I can attach it to my skewer. But I'm gonna pop them out a bit. All right, and again, we can always make more if we find we need them. And for this one, I'm not gonna have the skewers be too big, so I'm just gonna snap them off. So they're short, just enough to stick in our bouquet and attach our skewer to our bit of a tail there. Okay, so we got our curlicues all on their stakes. Our snowflakes are all attached. I found these in my stash. I knew I had these. I was looking for these. I thought these would be perfect too. These came from the wedding section at the Dollarama. So I've got 4 of those. 4 of them, I believe, did come in the pack. And so the last thing we're going to do for now, and then we'll put it together and see if I want to do more to it. I've got these. These also came from Dollarama, and they're just some little blue snowflakes. And I'm just going to attach them sort of randomly onto our little curlicues and pull that blue out a little bit more. So just a few here and there, nothing, no pattern to it, nothing like that. And there's one more thing I want to do before we start putting it all together. And this is just a deco mesh, and I believe this came from Dollar Tree. I'm not sure which one. One of the two. And we're just going to make some poofs. And again, you can see it's got some of that iridescence in it. At least I hope it shows on film. Yeah, there you go. And we're just going to sort of roll it up. Where's my scissors? So I'm going to roll out, a fair amount. I'm going to cut it off. And then, yeah, we're just going to roll it up in a curlicue. And then I'm going to take some more of my sparkly pipe cleaners and just tie it off in the middle. And then we're going to do another one, and you can sort of poof the ends if you want to, but we're going to do another one same way. Oh, I got sparkles going on everywhere over here. again. Oops, I'm caught here. There we go. Roll it up. And you can do them as big or as small as you want. And then this time we're just going to put it the other way. So we're going to crisscross them and do the same thing, just tie it in the middle. And then we'll just sort of floof them however we want to. All right, and I'm hoping this works. I may leave this out. We'll see how it looks when she's done, but that's what I'm going for. So before I do all of those, I am gonna start putting our little thing together here. So I'm gonna push all of this up to the side. And I think the best way for us both to see, so I can see what I'm doing and you can see what I'm doing, is I'm just gonna lay it down. So let me get my work tray out of the way. Oh, if you could see either side of my camera. Oh my goodness, it's a mess, you guys. Okay. So if I lay it down, I'm thinking that should look okay. Yeah, I think we'll be okay that way. All right. So, I want you more in front. There. All right, so I think I'll start with the snowflakes because they are quite large and we kind of want them to be a bit of a focal point. So we'll pop those in. Maybe I'm going over a little bit more. There we go. There. Let's see, we might come back and do one more. And I'm going to start with my little curly cues. And I'm hoping I may have made them too short. I think maybe that might be a thing, right? Okay, I think we'll put them on longer skewers or double them up. We'll see. But actually, I wanted to put these ones in next anyway, so I'm going to tuck those kind of in behind. To make them longer, I'm just taking some more of that silver pipe cleaner and just wrapping it around. I'm not even gluing it this time, guys. I'm just wrapping it. I feel like it does need one more snowflake and I want it to be up a little bit higher again, so probably up this way. So we're just gonna grab another skewer, but I'm gonna glue this one quite low so that it can be up higher on our little flowerless bouquet thing. Push that in. Yep, I do like that quite a bit better. Okay, so now for these guys, I was thinking of making the flowers, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to use them to fill the base, to hide the ugly, and to just give it some poof. Oh, I used one curly cue. Gotta bring him in. So yeah, I'll show you what I mean, because I don't want all these just sticks and then it looks kind of unfinished and not quite so nice. But let me finish this one here. I know it is a little bit hard to see with the setup I have, but I hope it's working for you guys. What did I drop it? Where's my declaration? Oh. Right where I can't see it. So I'm gonna make, I don't know, we'll see how much far one gets us here. So then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to just twist it tight for it to stay. I'm just going to tuck them in. I'm not even going to attach them. And it won't really show a whole bunch, but it's going to give it that sort of more of a finished look. And I'm going to do, I'm not sure how many roses, till I feel like it's full enough and that it's got the look that I'm kind of looking for here. I'm just going to cut a bunch of bundles. And then I'm just going to put one more over on the side here to hide that side. Now you can go all the way around to the back if you want to. I don't think anybody's going to see the back of mine because of where I'm going to put it. So I'm not going to worry about it. If I was, I would just keep going all the way around. Just tuck it in there. All right, let me have a peek here. Okay, let me see if I can get you a better picture here. Just for the moment, we'll get some better ones after, but so that's sort of what it's looking like, and I think I'm going to add a big bow to it. Okay, so we've got some ribbon. I got, of course, more of this. I got this beautiful blue, these two ones, and this is just sort of a organza plain white as a background. So I think I am going to do something similar with these, just to make this sort of the base of it, or the, I don't know, spine of it, I guess you could call it. There. And for this, I'm not going to roll it. I'm just going to leave it sort of messy and just find a place where I can sort of pinch the whole thing together, something like that. So it's not really a bow, it's just a mess of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Tucking the ends so it looks nice. And then again, just using our pipe cleaner, I'm going to wrap it tight. Like that. All right, so that's our sort of our start of it, just a big poof. So then the next one I'm going to do is this darker blue with the snowflakes. I'm going to fold it in on itself. I'm going to want a bit of a tail though, so I'm going to leave something like that. We'll flip it, but yeah, I think that'll be good enough. And I'm just going to flip it over on itself. I'm gonna have two decent-ish tails, I think. Nope, maybe not. I think I did it too tight. Okay, let's try that again. All right, that's more like what I wanted. And where's my other tails? Of course, it's on the other side. Okay, we got her. And again, we need a pipe cleaner. here. Fluff them out. And I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm not too worried about the tail on this guy. If I get one, great. If I don't, that's fine too. Come on, a bit smaller again. So after I've got the bows all fluffed, I'm going to use those same twist ties that I used to tie the bow together to tie them to each other. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this last piece of ribbon, just fold it over on itself until I got a good shape. We'll twist tie it in the middle and we'll attach that one as well. And then once we've got it all tied together, we'll just fluff our bow out until we're happy with it and make it nice and big and fluffy. Dovetail the corners here. Going to get our skewer so that we can pop them in our bouquet. Now I am not going to glue it. I'm going to squeeze it through the pipe cleaners. That way, if I want to redo it another time, my ribbon is still in good shape and I can reuse all of it. Just going to do a final fluff here. Oh, I put my skewer in upside down, didn't I? Well, it doesn't matter. I'll just go through that way. I think I will. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I think I'm just going to put, I'm not going to put the hot glue on the ribbon itself. I'm just going to put it on the pipe cleaners, just to keep it from sliding. And then we are going to tuck him in as well. So as I said, my setup, I'm afraid, isn't awesome for tall things, so I have to mess with it a little bit, but you can see how we've got her tucked in there now. Let's see if I can do a little bit better. And then I will get some better pictures. So let me just do that. I'm going to get some better pictures of it and show you the final product. And this is how you can make a bouquet without any florals.